Hello, it's Tristan here from PropertyToolkit again. Today I just wanted to run through and show you this really neat piece of search functionality that we've got here in PropertyToolkit. What am I talking about? If you're looking to try and find properties on lease options, you're trying to find vendors and landlords who are struggling to rent out their properties, then our search system absolutely puts the portals on steroids. So we've launched a new piece of kit that searches through to find floor plans. Why on earth do you want to find floor plans? Well, floor plans are a great indication to be able to see where someone's tried to market a property for sale, hasn't necessarily had much luck, and they're now trying to put it on the lettings market. Because people only ever tend to go out and put those properties on for rent if they haven't managed to sell it. And usually estate agents or letting agents don't go and measure them up. They don't have time for it. A property that's for rent usually rents out really quite quickly, and so therefore they don't have these floor plans with them. So every time you ever find a floor plan, you always have to think to yourself, why has that property got a floor plan? But if you were to go through any of the major portals, how long do you think it's going to be able to take you to search through and find those properties? It's going to take you forever to be able to individually click through and find the ones with floor plans, work out whether they're going to be a deal or anything else. So luckily, this is where PropertyToolkit takes the stress and the pain out of it and makes it happen in minutes, or not even minutes, in clicks. So I'm going to take you in here. The first thing, just to show you, just quickly dashboard just shows you what's going on in your area. I have mine set up for Southampton and for the New Forest. As you come down, you've got sale and lettings, so you can then find properties that are on for sale and for rent. There's other videos about that. Multiple agents, where it's listed with more than one agent for sale or for rent. Again, another little thing for saying it's motivated. Negative equity, so people who, if they come to selling their house, are going to end up losing out money on their property. You've got probate, and I'm just going to jump into the search function here. So what we do here is we've got the ability to mix and match lots of different search criteria to be able to narrow it down and find specific properties that you want to be able to have as a deal. And that can be whether or not you want to mix up with different types of properties. You can choose multiple types. You want a detached cottage, you're looking for boat houses, whatever it is, you can mix and match those together. I'm not here to show you that today. But you've got all these other little bits of functionality, and you can see how long something's stuck on the market, and we'll go by that. But the bit we're looking at here today is the ability to look on our letting side of things, and this is where we can really use the tool as a great direct-to-vendor tool, or to be able to pull it out, give agents a call and say, look, I can see that you've got property to rent and it's got a floor plan on, what's going on there, and you can have a bit more of a chat and go from there. And so what we're going to do is select lettings. And then what we do with the floor plan is we select included. So now that's going to search for all the properties that are on the market at the moment in my area that have got floor plans available with them. So you can see the floor plan links are all coming up. It tells you how long the properties have been on the market. So that's now been on for almost 2 months. How many bedrooms it's got and everything else. If you want to search by bedrooms, you can. So you can whittle it down to the exact type of property you're looking for in your area. So, and the reason it tends to work quite well is if, for example, and this might not necessarily always work, but if they've got, say, a property with a floor plan link, like this one, it'll come up and it'll show you the property. That's a studio, so that might not be the type of property you're looking for. I quite like ones a little bit bigger. So just pull down and have a look. But say, for example, we like this one, 5 Bassett Mews, and what we've done here, we've managed to get the full property address. And if you actually look on the advert here, unfortunately it says it's let, but what's come up here doesn't actually give you the full property address, but we reverse engineered it, so we get all those full property addresses. So if you want to send letters direct in the post to them, target them, you can. But here you've got the floor plan coming up on that property, and you can see what's going on there. And here I've got the actual postcode, so it might have actually just been taken off the market here if they've now managed to rent the property out. So I'm just going to quickly search that and hopefully we'll have a hit. Unfortunately not, as it's just been rented. But you get the idea. You can find these properties where they've got those floor plans. It's something that's making them stand out a little bit, and there's a reason that something's going on. Unfortunately, we're hitting a few where they've been let, and obviously they must have had a couple of busy weeks since lockdown. The system goes through every 3 days and clears out all the stuff that's been let and all the stuff that's been sold or anything else like that, so you can keep going through. But you can see there's tons of opportunities here that you can target. And what you do is if you find a property that you like the look of, or is one that you want to follow up with, you simply mark it as interested, and then you can save those properties for later. I'll just give you a quick example. So say, for example, we like 40 Bembridge here. Click as marked interested as one to save, and rather than having to copy that and move that over into an Excel spreadsheet, PropertyToolkit that does that all for you, and then it's then going to give you a list of all the properties you're interested in. You can just filter that down. So if I just want the lettings ones, I'll just get the lettings properties that I was interested, and then we can then go and target this property in Sarasby Green. But that gives you an example of how it's all working and how you can literally narrow it down to all those properties where someone might be more open for, say, a lease option, or they've got a problem that you can solve. So if you're interested in taking a look around PropertyToolkit, getting a trial or an example for you, head over to propertytoolkit.net. The first 14 days is on us. You just put your credit card details in, and then after that it's £50 a month, and it goes from there. You can have your own area all set up, so you focus on your goldmine area and really whittle down and find those finer deals that could work quite well for you. If you're interested, or you've got any other questions about how you can find interesting deals, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and hopefully PropertyToolkit can help you out. Thank you.